Oh, dadgummit. Also forgot to change the title there. There we go. Does it entirely make sense? It makes it sound like I'm messing with pictures. Which I could. I very much could. And I was thinking about it. Because Unity does have that get pixels method. So I could just slap an image into the game. Yeah, I still need to write a review for Replicant. I went and made too much dinner though. There's always that bounce back where it's I have too much to eat, I feel fat, I start eating less as there's just less to eat. Then I get hungry and go, oh, I'm gonna make an entire pasta. I'm gonna do some spaghetti with a salad and some garlic bread and then go, oh, no, I feel too full. Oops. Oh, and let's see, because it's like everything is downloading right now. Oh, download's paused. No, just download everything, you goof. Sure, I'm streaming right now, and that'll trash it, but... And is it still trying to update Overwatch? There's that morbid curiosity of what is that stadium mode for Overwatch. Because it looks like it's the first... This is the first time Overwatch has looked like Overwatch 2. Where it's actually started to look like a sequel instead of just... Here's some more skins. Yeah, it's this new mode that makes it look like... Maybe it actually is a sequel. Maybe they have updated it, so... Got some sound effects in the game. I still need to do that for for this, but... Yeah, it's the fact that you can change the balance of your character. Freya? Is she new? Oh, new DPS hero. I was gonna say, I don't recall this character at all. Man, I would be so lost as to what all the new characters are, because I tapped out, I think, before Echo. Or right around Echo. Yeah, the League doing a... I guess this is not a K-pop like girl group, this is a magical girl thing, but... For some reason I feel like the K-pop group worked better for League. It felt like a shadow of itself in Overwatch. This also does not feel like a magical girl group. Probably because the character's holding looks like a gun on the first, Yay, okay. Still having difficulties finding sound effects that sound right. Are you talking like the gun sound effects or like the nice like wet tentacle slap sound effect for the boss, or let's see, now we need to go to the bumper. Fix that. I was gonna say it's the prefab, that's not even the script. Do I need to rewrite all of this? Yes. Am I going to right now? No. I want to get a version working, and then I can get a better version working. Man, it's just been in the last hour. I'm like, why do I have a headache cropping up? I'm hoping eating too much food will make me feel better headache-wise, but... it's just a target that activates a giant spinning fan and a big ball of energy. I mean, giant spinning fan, hopefully you have a fan or something in your home that you can just record that and tweak the sound. At least I think of doing like actual Foley work instead of, you know, making the sound effect in some kind of audio manipulation software, some kind of, what, DAW? I'm always so slow when I start up a stream. I gotta get the... Let's see some balls and bumpers and pipes. Thought you were gonna yell at me for not putting in a review. Which I still haven't done. I was like, okay, I'm gonna eat something, and then, oh wait, now I want to do a stream, so... But I'll do the review after the stream. I think I can find, like, 10 minutes to write up a review. It's definitely on my mind, it's on my list. I just decided that eating was a better idea than trying to cram in. Let's do a review. Okay, so... You wanted to see my pipe and balls. This is how I read that. Gonna try to record the fan and then pitch it down. Yeah, I was like, I don't know that that'll work, but as I was just saying, you know, a starting point, some kind of draft. Also, hello, hello. Oh, that's why I picked up the water. I was like, oh yeah, hydrate. Yeah, one thing I was thinking about was if I did, like, because I could do like a chain of balls and then do it like a snake or something, but I also had the idea of if I locked it into like a puzzle, like, so if I did a line of balls that are all chained together and you tried to bounce it off of one of these bumpers, how would that bounce is the question. Also, I feel like I've seen the name. I feel like I know. So, hello, hello, but it does say first time chat. I guess I am streaming on a different day. I don't typically stream on Tuesdays, but I was like, no, I want to have this done. Like, I think it's partially because of that Blue Ocean challenge. So if anybody is interested, there is a challenge. I think it's Global Game Jam is kind of doing a made Twitcher library for Godot. Yeah, and I did a raid once. Yes, okay. Yes, okay. I'm remembering. Right. Blue Ocean. Okay, give me the Global Game Jam. That's what it's called, the Blue Ocean Challenge, right? Yeah, get your Rising Tide Challenge. Okay, Blue Ocean Games is doing the Rising Tide Challenge. Ah, that's where I'm getting the mix up here. Is this the site? No, this is the news for Global Game Jam is saying that there is this. There we go. I wanted this site for Blue Ocean Games. Yeah, there we go. End of May, you can submit a game trailer to them with a possibility of getting some publishing. It's like you put the game trailer in, everybody judges it, and then there's a possibility of getting fast-tracked for publishing, I think is technically what it is. But still, it does say specifically, like, it's a game trailer. It's not necessarily even a game. So. To see Gnome doing cool stuff. It tends to take a little while for me to do cool stuff. There's a fair amount of distraction at the beginning of the stream. Plus, there's an ad that started as well. But the cool stuff... The plan for today is to get this to actually bump in the correct direction. Has turbo. Yeah, and that's what I was gonna look at is because I know they were saying that they wanted to have Twitch revenue can be put into Twitch rewards. And I was like, I wonder if I could use the Twitch revenue I have, which is like, it's like $5. No, wait, it's like, cause I made $1 or $2 I think I've made a couple dollars every month in the for a few months that I've been doing this. Where am I at in terms of... But still, I'm like, hopefully I could purchase Turbo using the revenue that I have on Twitch. Which is exactly what they want you to do anyway, is to keep the money within their system, but... It actually does feel kind of rewarding to me to say, okay, I can actually use the money and use it on something that I would appreciate, which is having less ads. Because if I do stick around on a stream long enough and it pops up an ad, it's like, wow, that is obnoxious and unceasing. Having like 5 ads in a row, it's just too much. Okay. So the rotation on the bumper is where? Okay, it's setting the facing direction on the bumper. So the bumper, set facing direction. And this should also rotate towards that direction. It shouldn't just be that number there. So, it's like I don't need to do this, right? I can just do a write a script that automatically full screens and unmutes the small preview window to put it in front of the ad. Yeah, that's definitely what I do, is when the ad pops up, it's like, mute, too obnoxious. That's what sucks too, is it's not like it's obnoxious. It's not that it's just an ad. It's that it's an obnoxious ad. Okay, so this is a rotation thing that I need to get it to rotate towards whatever the direction is. So I could do this, where I switch the facing direction and then have it. Because this is also a number, right? I could just take the direction and turn it into a number. And then just use that and multiply it to get the rotation, right? I can cast it back into an int, I thought, right? So this is transformed and rotate. Yeah, now I don't want to keep all these spaces here because it's gonna want to try to overwrite everything. Okay, so now rotate around. What am I using over here? Let's keep it consistent. Most likely rotate around? No, just to rotate. So essentially this. Oh, and let's also put something on, get more debug stuff going so that I can tell which direction the bumper is actually facing forward-wise. So probably another little cube. Had another little nose on the thing. The code's not even working. You don't need to think this hard about code that's not functioning just yet. It's this right here that makes me want to switch over to some other engine. Because this just takes for flippin' ever. Okay, this is just a debug thing anyways. It doesn't have to, I don't want it to look good because I don't want to keep it. So it gives me a cube. Set you, slide you over there. shrinky. Because you're just a little visual indicator. Okie dokie. And then, as I was running into last time, let's do that and make sure it's not, no, let's do that. You are just a visual indicator. So that'll determine which way this is actually rotated. And this is where I was saying the code is not actually done there. Okay, so not random. Do this instead. Because direction does actually go in its front right. You are on the grid move, right? The direction. Forward left. Back right. Forward left, back right? Isn't that counterclockwise? Don't I want it clockwise? Is there a reason I did that? or not? Or is it because it tried to default to alphabetical? So... Now it should actually rotate... Where did I put this? In the facing direction. So this is when it rotates it at the beginning. Oh, that was what I was going to check, is the ball, when it spawns to you, that first ball, so start coroutine, spawn ball. Yeah, because I'm actually curious if I do this instead. If I do the wait at the beginning, does that solve the problem with the first ball being kind of wonk? Because I don't know why, but that first ball is a bit wonky. And does this mean it's going to take a second for the first ball? Not necessarily. It's going to take spawn time for the first ball. Which I think might be a second, so... Show me my pipe. Yeah, okay, it is a second. So it will take a second for the first ball to spawn. Oh, I did want to add white and black. Or white, black, and gray. Add some values into the... Oh, so that first ball looked like it was actually spawning, okay. So it was, I think, that start there. Okay, so now, if we don't rotate you... Wait. The spawn ball is setting the color of the pipe? Is that what you're telling me? Rainbow color. Mesh render. Oh. It is. It's spawning. Okay, so like an update color or something, maybe. Oh, it's just because in the ball I want this to be able to... Sure, we'll try to break these things out a little bit. So update color. Because if I do set color, it's like, well... so you and... Oh, wait. So not you. Because I'm not doing a random color. I wanted to do random color. Well, okay, I could do that then. And just call it random color instead. And then put this back here. That's not what I thought you were. This back here. And then do random color. No, at the beginning. Here. And then here, we do random color, but also get rid of that. Okay, so now hopefully the pipe will actually change its color at the beginning. So, not the bug I was trying to fix. But I did fix the... Did I note that is the question. First ball having issues? I didn't make a note of that. First ball has issues. Okay, only because I solved the bug and I was thinking about it. That's the other thing. If I spent enough time to think about it, then I want to put it down as a task that I completed too. Okay, now there we go. Now that's the right color. The bumper's facing direction seems to be different. And this is the collider. This is not the parent object. Okay, I confused myself very much with my hierarchy of stuff here. Yeah, because this is on this script as opposed to on the parent, and I did that because this collider needed to be next to the bumper. Like, can I just move everything up to here? And see if that explodes or not. It feels like it should be fine. And that'll make a lot more sense. To have this on the top object instead of the object in here. Mesh collider? I don't see a mesh collider here. That is a mesh collider. You're using this cube 3. Why you no show up? Is it the scale? 50, 100, 100. That might have been why I had this. Like that might have been why I had it like I had it. Okay. Why is this massive? I'm not doing that over here, am I? These are all... I could have sworn these other ones were fine. The ball model is... Oh, 80, 80, 80. Okay, so no, they are multiplied. 100, okay. I am multiplying it. So... That's why I had these separated. Okay. Which is obnoxious, though, because... Yeah, because that's just the collider, not the one... Not the parent. So I guess I just rotate the parent, then? Can I do, like, parent transform? Oh, bugger off! I'm sorry, my... Okay, get component in parent. So, transform.parent.transform. Right? There we go, the transform of the parent. So I can't just do parent. No, okay, it is the parent of the transform. Okay. So now that will actually rotate the thing. I didn't actually check to see if the collider was rotating or not, but I do think this is the issue. And that's rotated a different direction. So that is completely backward. That is completely backward. That is the same thing, so good to know that it's not. So that's going to be... That's correct. So that's right. Is it lining up with the music? Oh, hell yeah. Okay. So that's correct. You were stopping earlier. Now you decide, okay, I'm gonna go backward. Okay, yeah, I completely butchered this. So, we could see some sort of game loop this year. I'm very much hoping this month and or this next couple days here. I apologize if my development time is too slow for you. But you've been around enough, you should know. It's only been a couple weeks. Which I guess, well, it's because I'm working at 2-3 hours. What's the problem right now? The delayed animation? No. The direction of the balls is incorrect. So they should be stopping if they hit the back of the. So like here they should stop, but instead they're like, ooh, we're just gonna truck on through. Or I think this is correct. So that might actually be the fact that it's change the direction with actual math. It's probably not about the destination, it's the journey and the bugs we make along the way. Hell yeah. Did you see the little bug I made the other day? I was so proud of this. I actually made something in Blender that looks like a thing. I don't know if it's the best, most optimized model, and it didn't pull into Unity correctly, but I think it looks cute, so. But yeah, the idea being that this would scoop up a ball inside of itself and steal it away somewhere or something. I don't, because I was thinking that this would be like a player character that you could move around and grab balls with and then take them somewhere else, but somebody said it looks like a Pikmin enemy, and I was like, oh, yeah, no, that entirely tracks. It made me think, oh, I should just like maybe I do something different for the player character and then have different like enemies that Did that change what the camera background was with the model? Oh, did I export the camera? That's why this is framed well. Okay, it exported the camera too. Yeah, I exported everything. Whoops. I didn't need all of that. That's okay. Okay. So now the question was... And now I think it's the awkward way that I was solving the problem here was causing the issue now. Yeah. Because it's determining if I had an idea that would be fun to implement. Are you sure about that? Well, then it's also, is it going to be fun to watch me implement it? And if it's one of those like difficult kind of crazy things, then and I'm assuming for this game or just for funsies. Here's a side quest for you. Because in terms of this game, I have so many ideas that I can layer on top of this. Okay, but that was the approaching bumper. Is now saying, okay, yeah, so it should be checking to see grid space. So it should be seeing if there is a bumper. So that's saying it found... So yeah, the bumper needs to say whether it can let the ball move or not. Yeah, if each color was a musical note and you have to hit it at the right time to make it go on loop to make a tune. That is, oh wait. I had it written down. Some of the items I had written down for ball manipulation stuff was going to be like drums and... Oh, it's probably on the game design document instead of the concept document. Actually, wait, can I look at... But yes, I had entirely thought about adding a musical element to the game as well. Aha, it is going to pull it up. There we go. That's the instruments that I had thought of so far. Definitely want to do a xylophone. And like drum, I think it'd be very easy. Because that's just a cylinder. And then piano keys, I think would be not too hard to make. But I definitely thought about a... for social media, you could do the Jaws theme. Very easy. By just having a ball bounce in a loop. Bounce over 2 notes and then speed up over time. So I think the idea is showing off that you can make music and like a recognizable song with just like it bounces and bounce. Yeah, okay, so this is supposed to be setting it to the... Oh, wait, is it... Yeah, it's not setting it to... Yeah, default case here should be... Keeps letting us false. That might be the thing I'm missing, is just having this default case to say, no, don't go anywhere. Well, the bumper is setting the move to... Well, and the problem is it's going to be... Now the ball's going to stop inside of the bumper and just hang out there. But that's fixable. This is one of those days where I'm wanting to sit super early. Well, now that I think about my headache situation, it's like, that's probably the fact that I just keep going to bed late. So... Oh, the demo page. I pulled up the game. Demo. Does this not go back over to the demo? It's only demo to game and not game to demo? Seems a little silly on Steam's part. Replicate demo. There we go. Wow, okay, you gotta type in the full thing. Oh, learn more. Okay. And look at a review from Haste's side. Haste did something. I see a German there. But why that review in particular? Was it that one the is this a new review that just popped up? Okay, yeah, I can see you are definitely relying on your network of friends, which is a good thing to do there. Oh, that was the last one, but didn't increase the total number of reviews. Okay. I said I was going to do it after I got back from work, which I technically have gotten back from work, so... but like I said, I decided to eat before a stream. And I'll leave a review after the stream. Yeah, because I can... it might be something small that says, hey, this is great. Go play it. Has cats. It doesn't count the Japanese one. Oh, I could get rid of my languages for the filter and see if that... Yeah, there's the Japanese one. Oh, it's like I'm only seeing 8 on my end, even with the Japanese one. So I don't know if there is a new one that hasn't filtered through, or... Oh, and then it's it's gonna shamefully say that I've left no reviews on Steam. Oh, I guess this has a number of products in account, of which I've got a good number of products in my account. Oh, there was another, like, $2 game I was thinking about picking up. 1,600. I'm not at that amount, right? I'm at... Oh, it might be 1,000, though. Steam... There's a Steam... There's some way to check it. Oh, can I see that one now? Come to think of it, I don't recall. Actually, if I hit back, does it redo that, or does it just... Wait, did this take me back to the... I should not have hit back. Is this the demo, or is this the game? That's the demo. No, this is the game. Learn more about the demo. There we go. Then I can look at the reviews for the demo, which gave me back my languages. And then it has that. Okay. So I guess this is not written in English? Although, no, wait, it's if I look at my languages. Weird. Yeah, that is weird. So yeah, I can see that. Yeah, so now, yeah, I see the 9 reviews that you're talking about. Okay. Oh, so that's why it was pausing. Is because now if it is... So now let's see if it actually is just... It's running correctly and then deciding that, oh, it's actually going to move anyway. Okay, so this should bounce to the right. No, it just stops, meaning that's incorrect. Why is this second ball just run through it? It's like, what is going on? So this should bounce to the left. Okay, so apparently I did the wrong side of this. So I need to flip the model 180, or I need to flip my code 180. So that'll bounce to the left. This will stop. Okay, give me that direction. That'll bounce to the right. Aha! So I do have everything flipped 180. And then give me that last direction. There we go. Or was it the other one? That one. Wait, that's actually bouncing what looks like correctly. But this is stopping. So that's not working. And this is bouncing. But this is also bouncing. Okay. My dumb code is dumb. Okay, so do I actually want to just try to do the math version of this? Is the question. It's still not set time. Why so tired? Why so lazy? Because I keep going to bed late, that's why. And then an ad. So I thought about pausing a couple times. I had this written out at one point. Yeah, but this is forward again. Yeah, it's forward and right and forward. I already have that. But this says left. Why is left, right, and forward? So we'll just flip this entirely back and left. This is clearly one of the ones that has an issue because okay, so now let's see if this is entirely backward. And then I need to get it to actually stop. Which it was stopping originally, and then I changed what I was doing for the bounce. So I think it really should be looking at the bumper before it runs into it and determining what it's gonna do. That is correct. That is not correct. And that is correct. That is not correct. Oh shoot, was that the one I wanted? Yeah, okay, something's off, but at least it's somewhat more consistent now. Okay, let's try getting this stopping to actually work again. So I want it to fully stop. So when you detect a bumper, the bumper should just return. So if you've found a bumper, then the bumper should return. The move direction. Okay, wait, the set move direction is returning what? Or it is just setting it, but... Okay, wait, let's do grid move dot stop. let's add that in here too. The direction is none. Sure. I like it. Okay, so now it'll return a direction. Yeah, okay, so it'll say, given an input direction, output a direction. And then the ball can determine whether it wants to keep sliding or not. So instead of this grid move set direction, it's just to return the output direction. And the gray makes me think it's like a comment or something, and I get confused. Okay, so this does not need to be anywhere. It's just... so now the output direction is going to be none. Do not go anywhere. Well, that makes this script a little smaller. Okay, we're just gonna copy you over first. Well, this is going to return a direction, so again, to try to cut down on code a little bit. Shocker, I know. There. So now we get rid of a little more stuff. Should still be the same sort of thing. I'm slowly refactoring things. And then maybe I can slowly eventually refactor it to use actual logic. Instead of me just kind of clumsily bashing my way towards a thing. Okay, so now this should... so now, when it gets to the bumper here, it's going to try to do this. So when it finds a bumper, it'll set the... actually, no, do a get move direction. This is not setting any move direction anymore. To get the move direction. Wait, why is this here? This is telling the bumper to move somewhere? Okay, I don't need that to do that, right? That's not actually doing anything? Okay, so let's Yeah, this is multiple methods of trying to get this fixed that are overlapping each other. Okay. It's still 10 minutes till sit time. Why so lazy? Okay, you are not actually setting any kind of directions here, are you? But it doesn't appear like the collision is doing anything. That's the same thing. Yeah, so give me a different one just to see if it does. Yeah, okay, so now you're not actually setting anything, and that's fine. Okay, why am I doing the thing here? Okay, let's save off the direction. So this is the direction, selected direction. Okay, do output direction. Maybe that'll make a little more sense. So the output direction, and then we save that off when I do this here. So the output direction is equal to why do you overwrite this? You dumb. Okay, there. Output direction is equal to that. And then if the output direction is or switch rather. No, just if the output direction equals the grid move direction dot none, then apply it to the thing. So now the grid move. Right? That's the ball. So the grid move set direction to output direction. And then in then where is the grid move? And then the grid move, when it sets a direction, found a good sound for the giant fan, which is a heater fan sound effect at 15% speed. That is fun that a little bit of Foley work of just a fan worked out for you. Yeah, feel free to post updates, like pictures and screenshots and stuff, because I don't think I've seen the 3D reload game, or 360 reload game, in a while. So this is not an objective position thing. This is a stop moving thing. Yeah, okay, so this is when it stops moving. So I guess moving is false, and that should just stop the ball. Hopefully. So if it has direction of none, then moving is false. So it's back to ball. So very specifically, if okay, wait, what was set direction again? No, wait, I could just control click. To the last direction. Where's last direction getting used again? Yeah, okay, move last direction. And then move last direction is... Yeah, checking to see if there's an object position. This is just saying... how about stop the whole thing? Just don't go anywhere. So let's see if that does anything. There's a second step missing, isn't there? The ball, if it determines that the output direction is close enough to being done. Wait, let's see the game in its final form instead of doing update screenshots. Oh, okay, I didn't realize it was that close to done. I knew the boss was done, or close to done, but... Okay, main menu, some settings, and a win screen. Well, because I thought there was going to be like a whole level, and I don't know if the level was in there too, or if it is just the boss now at this point. So then it's here, the approaching bumper is the... Oh, the level's done. Okay, okay. I just remembered talking about the boss and stuff. So now it's still the same outcome. I don't know. Whatever. Let's just see what this does. Let's see if it stops the ball. Basically. And if it also happens to bounce the ball, that's ideal, but... Yeah, I wanted to play a little more of, just playing random mobile games. It came up with Bump Defense, I think it was. That actually had the same kind of grid-based bumping a ball around mechanic. Apparently this is a moisturizer. This is not a mobile game. Level and boss are done. Got the level done earlier. Might have forgotten to say anything. Yeah, okay. Is this still around? I played some Bump Super Brawl. It was okay. I got into the kind of like fairly monetized stuff that was like, I think I'm good. This was kind of neat though, and it was another one of those like, yeah, Ubisoft makes some interesting stuff, and it's, I think it's kind of a bummer that Ubisoft has been in such dire straits. It sounds like Assassin's Creed has done well for him, but oh, bounce defense. Did I? Oh, I put bump defense. Bounce defense. That's why it's not pulling it up. Yeah, the other one that I was remembering was like Chuzzies? It was just such a weird word, but then it was like, oh yeah, no, I do remember. I was thinking of games that had also done like the, like trying to take the ball and make it into more of like a, an element. But yeah, these are just fuzz balls with eyes. There's bounce defense. But I think what hampers this a little bit is that it's a tower defense kind of thing. I think this is a cool mechanic of, like, this changes the speed of the ball, and then these trigger the different effects here. But I think the tower defense aspect, yeah, see, I think this is the fun part to mess with. And yet they have that whole, like, tower defense to mess with. Yeah, this is kind of neat here, where it's like which direction these little flappers are sticking, so you want to make a path that goes over the flappers. Yeah, I was having a little too much fun doing mobile game research. What was the other one? Ropes and... boxes and ropes, I think? I don't know. Which is also why I was kind of thinking of the, is that not what it was called? Again, how close am I to the actual name of the game? Blocks and ropes. Pretty sure it's gonna be fun if you can actually get it to work, right? Yeah. Focus on the game. Do the game development. I showed up on a Tuesday to, oh, blocks. I am just not here right now. Blocks and ropes. There we go. That's the other one that I was looking at. That I was actually having a little too much fun with. Because the mechanic is actually pretty simple in terms of, like, you just can't move a block too far from another block. And some of the skins are kind of cute on this too. But I think it's good to do some game research occasionally. Although I know Balatro, he specifically did not play a bunch of other games. And then came up with some similar design decisions anyway. Did I ever actually hit run? But I also do agree that if I can get it working, I do think it'll be fun. I do think it'll be interesting. I just continue to... That wasn't one of the options. It does anti-gravity? Why anti-gravity? I think the gravity is still trying to affect it. But it decided anti-gravity was the solution to don't go anywhere? I mean, that's neat, I guess, but... I'm only making it worse. Okay, so is that... I really would have thought the output direction being none would have just kind of said, nah, don't go anywhere. And now you're not... Is it because I changed it back to not being a trigger? I don't know. I did make it worse. And, okay, it flies off into the stratosphere. That one, it just decides it's gonna go straight through. That flies into the stratosphere. Yeah, straight through. Give me the other angles. There's other angles, you goof. Thank you. That's a straight through. If I could strain the y-axis. Yeah, that would help. That is one of the future things if, like, I was thinking about doing 3D at some point as well. Just to make it very confusing for myself. Okay, let's... It should just be not going anywhere. But okay. So you are not doing anything anymore. You are... do a little bit of this. A little bit of this. Okay, and because this is not actually setting the output direction unless it is in fact none. Why did none decide it was gonna... Why did none decide it was up? Because it's not up. It should be moving is false. It should just stop moving. Okay, and the true and false is move. Okay, so return false. Maybe that's what I really need to be doing here. Return false. Because that's move is just, okay, let's try return false. Oh, and now it's been an hour, hasn't it? Yeah, I'm sitting. Screw this. Dude, I think I needed a nap. This is kind of telling me why I don't stream every day. Okay, because there's all those little things that I want to do. Like, I get that list of, like, let me look at this game a little, like, or the emails that are like, I don't really want to be doing this on my work computer. Let's do this when I get home. Or I don't want to be doing this on my phone. Let's do this when I get home. And if I stream all evening, then that is less possible. Okay, so it should just be moving is false. Instead of whatever dumb nonsense I was trying to do. It's dumb nonsense all the way down. Yeah, so now you're just plowing straight through it. Which I guess is not the worst. Oh, is it the second ball is pushing the first ball out of the way? And then they both just plow through? Okay, but it's hitting the back of it and stopping, but it was... And you're gonna plow through. No? You're not gonna plow through. That's at the angle that I thought I should have plowed through. So it stops on those angles. Plows through at that angle. What's the last one? This one? Wait, so that stops it. Oh, that's the one I think I want, right? That doesn't stop it. That stops it. And then that doesn't stop it. So it's getting us slightly more consistent. Oh, it's also that delay on this too. What kind of sound does a big ball of floating energy particles make? Doesn't electricity do like a hiss or like a hum? I do think of other games because I know there's like the sparks. Yeah, spark. God balls. I bought. I need a different, like, so apparently I need squishier keys. These keys are not squishy enough. Gotta just mash some food under the, a microwave humming sound? Yeah, that's not a bad idea. Yeah, I'm trying to think of what the sparks sound effect is in, Echoes of Wisdom. But I do think of static, and I think of like a hum in terms of the electricity. And like crackling electricity. I mean, like, that's the sound. That's how you describe the sound, is crackling, so. Yeah, and I don't know if you could get that with some foil. That would also give that kind of crackling sound. Yeah, microwave some foil. That'll give you a good light show at any rate. Maybe a good sound of your microwave exploding and dying. Like the kid in middle school that was like, oh, my Capri Sun is frozen. Let me go heat up my Capri Sun in the microwave. Just blue light on his face. So now the issue being the ball is running into another ball and not stopping. And then it's causing the other ball to move. So the grid move. So then the ball is running into the... Oh, it's no longer approaching the bumper then, right? Oh, it's only checking if it is at a bumper. Yeah, so once it's reached the target, then when the next ball runs into it, it tries to determine, okay, is there a... Yeah, it does push the ball out of the way. Yeah, okay, so you're just saying do a ray cast towards the wall and then do a vector 3 reflect. Yeah, that makes sense. I like the drawing. Good drawing. Yeah, instead of checking the position and grid space stuff. I mean, that's definitely a more robust answer. It makes it so that I can do any sorts of things that are not exactly on a grid and stuff, too. Okay, but that does not solve the problem of the... So that's a reached target. So let's do another one for... like, wants to move. It's gotta be a better way to say that, but like... Try move, maybe? It was in here, right? That I was... Yeah, there. Unity action for reached target. So this would be like set a new target. So try move. So the reached target is... Isn't there something that invokes the whether it reached the target or not? It should be... Yeah, there we go. I find the highlight on this a little harder to find. Yeah, I don't know if Visual Studio was doing the same thing, or it's where it made it like white instead of like a bright orange. Unless you click off of it, and then it gives you like a nice orange. You can actually read it. Okay, so in this case, we're doing a try move. So when you do a move, you say you're going to try a move. Question mark, not invoke. we do? Okay, so what am I trying to do here is I'm trying to determine that the ball has reached its target, but there's also the case of if it wants to try moving again, it has to determine if there is a bumper in the way. Okay, those are all the reached targets, so grid. Yeah. It's weird that there's just certain keys that cause it to do the double letter thing. Or the double, not random direction. I feel like this should be checking... Oh, okay, this is checking if there is a bumper in the way and then saying it can move. So how about instead of that, we're gonna get rid of the goal thing for now. I'm not using that just yet. Yeah, okay. If it's looking at a bumper and it can slide towards that bumper. No, don't try to bring back the goal, please. That's... Okay, so now if you're looking at a bumper, then instead of doing moving is true, do whatever I was doing for the bumper. Here. I was doing the... Get move direction. Where did I have get move direction in here? Get move direction. There we go. This. So whatever this. So here instead. Yeah. So this get move. This grid move is getting turned into. So object at position. So if you did in fact find a bumper, then the bumper should try to get the move direction for this. And then if that is... So now here... that's not equal to none. Then you can actually move. Okay, so I don't actually need the try move event, and I didn't need to subscribe to it in here. I might leave the try move just in case. It comes in handy later. Okay, so now that should head this off at the pass. And when it tries to move and it finds a bumper, and the bumper actually says whether it's allowing movement or not. Yeah, I think your solution makes this a lot cleaner. But I don't know if it makes the like actual detection of whether things should move into it or not. Oh, I guess if it returns a normal that says it's back at the ball, then, okay, that should be passing through. But if it hits the back of the bumper... Oh, wait, is this... There we go! Hell yeah. There we go. Okay, so that's stopped. Now it's not flying into the air. Now you're passing through the ball instead of passing through the bumper. So now why are you passing through the bumper? Okay, and I'm not using those debugs at all right now, but okay, and I don't need this extra debug here. Clearly not using, so let's get rid of that. So now the issue is, so it gets the output direction, and if the output direction is none, then it immediately sets the direction, otherwise it does the idea that it's approaching the bumper. And the next time it's actually inside of the bumper, it should set the output direction to whatever this output direction was, right? Or was I doing that within the... So is the output direction incorrect then? That does not seem like the right answer. That does not seem like what I'm supposed to be doing. Am I gonna try it anyway? Yeah, it's very much, instead of thinking about the solution and then implementing the solution, it's fuck around and find out. The inefficient version. The arguably more fun version, though. That's looking better. So... that's looking better. So... that's not looking better. So... that's looking more like the rotation of the bumper is not matching up with the thingamabobs. So prefab bumper. So that is the forward direction based on the blue arrow. So if forward is there, then it should be left to forward, and forward to left. Again, here I am confusing myself instead of using the actual math, but there's a handy, pretty picture here of maybe use your brain a little. Ow, no! Oh, the brain cells are rubbing together. I can feel the heat. Oh, this is so close to working. And then just immediately redo it anyway. It's like, ah. Yeah, because I don't think these match up with the... oh, let's just see what everything is spitting out. I have plenty of debugs. I can actually just read the answer. I have the answer available to me. I can just read what the answer is. Okay, so the facing direction of... okay, the bumper's facing direction. So the bumper's facing direction is forward. No, left. The bumper is facing left, is what it says. This, I think, should be pointing left. This would... Okay, so... I mean, is it at least consistent, is the question. I could have just hit restart, that's okay. Wait, you need to actually run into it first. So the facing direction is right. So this is facing to the right. This cube is to the left. Okay, so it's wherever this cube is pointed. I mean, this is correct, though. Okay, the facing direction is... That's the before and after here. Before direction and after direction are... Yeah, grid move.set direction and then get direction. Before direction is right. And then the after direction is right. Why is it saying both directions are to the right? Despite the fact that it should be different if this output for the set direction. How did I goof this up so badly? Okay, but is it consistently off by 180? So I would assume that would be left. Facing direction is left, yes. Okay, right and left seems to be okay. Yeah, that's the thing. It's like, is it consistently wrong? So that's left, and then that's right. So then this is... Facing direction is back. Okay, wait, let's... Facing direction, back. So now the facing direction is left. That looks like right to me. The facing direction is... forward? So the facing direction is forward, so that's correct. That should be right, and that looks like it's left. And this should be forward. And this should be back. Give me right again. Or give me that one. Yeah, which is right. So right and left seem to be backward on the rotation. Which is... How am I doing the rotation again? The bumper's rotation. The nth direction, the directions for this are... Pakistan-India war looks serious. What territory are they fighting over? Because like, again, all of my, like, world history news stuff is just real life. Things escalated badly. Ruh-roh. But yeah, pretty much all of my world history is just real life lore at this point. It's like this. India hit Pakistan. Okay. I'm trying to think of the video that was about India and Pakistan. Oh, they were talking recently about the, like, water rights and stuff. Yeah, there. China's new mega dam will change Asia's map forever. Where they were saying that tiny corner of China here. They want to build, like, an absolutely massive dam. And then take all the water from everybody downstream. essentially. For just a super mega power project. Yeah, there's another video on like the disputed territories around there too. It's only 7:30 and I'm yawning like it's 8 o'clock. Oh, there. Yeah, how geography is pushing India and China to war. Yeah. Both countries have nukes. Did it say how many? Yeah, okay, it was this. It was the how geography is pushing them to war, and then also they're building a mega dam here too. So yeah, it seems like things are kind of bad everywhere at this point. We'll see how much worse it gets. With the hope that it trends upward and gets better at some point in the future. So it's only 7:30. It's only 7:40. I'm like, I think it's the headache and the fact that I haven't slept enough that I'm like shutting down at this point. At like not even 8 o'clock. Oh, but this is so close to working. 3 fronts of World War III. Ukraine and Russia, Israel, Pakistan. Or is Israel, Palestine, and Pakistan and India. Yeah, no, there's a lot of major conflict. Well, don't forget Taiwan. You gotta throw Taiwan, China, and Taiwan in there too. I mean, I think not yet, but that's everybody's worried about it. Is North Korea making any moves? I know they're working with Russia on a lot of things. Yeah, good luck, Taiwan. Well, I know that's, again, speaking of real life lore, they had their video on, like the, I forget what they called it, like the silicone chip shield. So basically, it's just that Taiwan makes all the silicone chips. It makes all the fancy computer chips for everybody else. So if China tries to take out Taiwan, then it's gonna destroy any ability to do like AI stuff and all that. So mad triplets. Yeah. Yeah, you said North Korea, Russia, and Iran. This also has, yeah, China in there too. What was the one I was yeah, definitely China too. Oh, the one about Taiwan. Yeah, we went and saw a bunch of embassies in DC. That's what I did over the weekend. I hung out with my sister, seeing a whole bunch of different embassies and getting like free food and stuff like that. It was kind of cool. But I was like a little interested in seeing Oman, but Oman wasn't open as one of the ones to see. Replicat videos turned into watching Pakistan-India war. Well, and that part of that's just YouTube saying, "Oh, this is the what gets the views, gets the clicks." Yeah, there we go. A year ago, there was a video about U.S. and China preparing to fight. Oh, there we go. Taiwan's invincibility glitch. That's what it was. Oh, side elsewhere. Okay. That makes a little more sense. Microwave foil. I guess that is telling a story about a... Yeah, okay, so it was a couple of videos back to back a while ago that were about Taiwan. But a very good YouTube channel. Okay. Oh, come on. I'm so close to getting this looking like it's working. As awkward and weird as this code is. Yeah, I am sleepy. Oh, dadgummit. Yeah, that's working. I think left and right are backward, is what it is. Visually. But I don't know a good way to fix that. Damn it, no! I'm so close to having this working! And yet my brain is gone. Okay, this is facing left. No, it's not. You lie. Visually, this is facing right. Okay, can I... Yeah, okay, maybe we do that here as well, just to... No, not forward. Okay. Again, we're gonna hands do this because my brain no worky. Okay, wait, no, the directions, because then if the directions are correct, then I should be able to rotate this 90 degrees. So I should be able to go forward, then rotate it 90. I guess if I could did it in the negative direction? Yeah, one line code is replaced with 60 lines of nonsense. Actually, it's 144 lines of nonsense. Okay. This is clearly go to bed and... It's just so close to working. Okay, but something that is actually a thing I should... is here. Yeah, let's do that. Forward, right, back, left, so that it's clockwise. So that when I do something like this, will that actually rotate in the correct direction? A sound effect in the files I got from Humble Bundle called Laser Barrier Loop that might work for the energy ball. Well, I don't know, yeah, I think I mentioned it before, but the Film Cow. I've used some of the Film Cow sound effects. Because there's just a lot of sound effects in there, and I don't remember if... Yeah, royalty-free sound effects. I think as long as it's not like military purposes, everything else is fair game. Oh, law enforcement projects, that's what it was. Yeah, but I don't remember if there's a buzz. Lots of smacks and twangs and bounces and stuff. Sound effects are done. Awesome. You're doing better than me. I'm sitting here confusing myself. It's just because I have a headache and I should go to bed. That's really what it is. I should just get some sleep. Oh. Wonderful. Fantastic. Phantasmagorical. Is everything backward, though? That would be the ideal. So that stops. And... Ooh, wait. Wait. Oh, hell yeah. Everything's backward. So does that mean I just rotate the model by 180? No, that's not the right answer. I actually do the math correctly. Oh, it didn't even work out for rotating it right either. Boo, hiss, boo. Yeah, working on sound effects at almost 2 a.m. Yeah, here I am saying I should go to bed, and it's not even 8 o'clock. But I should. I keep going to bed too late. And then feeling, yeah, now it's caught up to me to the point that I have a headache, but... Okay, so my plan is to waste a good 6 hours doing this version of the problem, and then spend half an hour doing the much easier Brainoid version. That's what I'm thinking. Okay, so if I do 180 on the parent object, yeah, okay, so then if I do that, I pause it and I do 180 on the parent object. So I guess 270 rather. Wow, that's too much. Yep, there we go. Okay, so it is just backward. Put that one in because I do want the milestone of sound effects done. Yeah, see, that's where I'm at too, where I'm like, yes, I should go to bed, but like, if I could just figure out how to get the model to flip 180. So 270. Okay, meaning just negative 90. How about that? How about them apples? It's updated to 9? Oh, the reviews. The reviews finally went through. Oh, I still gotta do a review, too. And bump it up to 10 reviews. And then you can have the coveted, like... positive? Wait, you're saying I have to leave a positive review? Which I will. I do like the game. Okay, so... You suck. Come on! No! Why? Oh, now that sort of worked. And that worked. So that's working. But that's backward. What? Oh, yeah. 10 reviews is the threshold for showing the score. Yeah. Which I know has been reiterated a couple times on the How to Market a Game. That, the 10 reviews is not actually a thing in Steam. To say whether or not you get a, like whether or not people see your game or not. But just because of the aesthetics for people reading the Steam page, seeing 10 reviews is Koram it, dadgummit, mother flippin'. I think I just have to call it quits. I really wanted to have something to show. Which I sort of do, but it's not. Because this isn't even checking to see if the other directions are working either. So. Yeah, okay. I think I'm gonna call it quits and I'm gonna call it quits and go leave a review for the Replicat demo. Oh, that's why I got confused. Because the Replicat demo takes me to the store page. And then I gotta go here to actually get at the Replicat demo. Odd. So then I can actually leave a review. Post review, there we go. Nice big box here for me to post a review. Okay, I've not reviewed hardly anything on Steam. Okay. I think everybody's heading to bed now, right? Because I'm like, I'm ready to go if anybody wants to do a raid and if there's anybody here. There is. According to the thing. 4 people here. We up for a raid? Okay, Steam, the autoplay. They keep making all sorts of interesting, cool updates to Steam, and yet the autoplaying the video is still not been touched. And I still find it obnoxious. Okay, just give me Twitch, not myself. Now let's see. Is there? Oh, Wallaber. Am I following Wallaber? I am. It's not a bad idea. Although I guess in terms of grid-based games, there's also Hempuli who does yeah, obviously Baba is you, but also it does like board games and stuff. Yeah, this was somebody that did a Let's Play at one of my projects, like, geez, nearly 10 years ago at this point. But yeah, sure, Wallaber is fine. Especially if people are familiar with this stuff. Oh, gee, thanks. This is, go get... That's not a Halo, right? The heck is this? Because that sure looks like Halo. Yeah, okay, this is their Halo ripoff for a thingamabob. Okay, but whenever this happens to actually... Oh, let's... So, I will be back tomorrow to try to finish more of this dumb dad blasted mother flippin' thing. I am determined. So yeah, it'll be more game dev tomorrow, hopefully after I get some more sleep, and I will leave a review for Replicat here, so... But, goodbye, good night. Thanks for stopping by. I gotta remember to do the... Click the button first, and then... Then I can say goodbye, good night. I'll be back tomorrow to do some more game development on this game. To hopefully get the bounce working finally. Okay, bye.